Good evening and welcome to Poll Pulse on One India News. I'm here to bring you the latest updates on the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. Stay tuned as we explore PM Modi's recent visit to Bihar, Rahul Gandhi's critic on electoral bonds, Dimple Yadav's nomination and insights from the international community. Plus, we will cover the voting schedule for the first phase of Lok Sabha elections encompassing 102 constituencies across 21 states and union territories, which will begin on April 19th. Let's dive in. Let's talk about Prime Minister of India's rally in Bihar first. In recent election campaign, he visited Bihar. PM Narendra Modi, during a rally in Bihar's Gaya, defended Sanatan Dharma, stressing that a significant majority of the farmers of the Indian constitution were adherents of this ancient tradition and religion. He highlighted the contributions of Dr. Rajendra Prasad and Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar while emphasizing the purity of the constitution and the dream for a prosperous India. PM Modi's Sanatan remark comes in the context of Tamil Nadu Minister Udayanidhi Stalin, who sparked controversy by likening Sanatan Dharma to diseases like dengue and malaria. His remarks drew sharp condemnation from BJP and even across the nation leaders and triggered a backlash on social media. PM Modi, while addressing the crowd, expressed confidence in surpassing the 400-seat mark in the upcoming elections. He cited the people's desire for development and accountability as the driving force behind this momentum.
ये ऐसा कुनबा भी इकट्ठा हुआ है, भांति भांति के उनके साथी, उनके एक दूसरे साथी वो कहते हैं, ये हमारा जो सनातन है ना, ये सनातन तो वो डेंगू मलेरिया कहते हैं। क्या ये सनातन का अपमान है कि नहीं है? आपको मानना न मानना आपकी मर्जी, आप पर कोई प्रतिबंध नहीं है, लेकिन उसको डेंगू मलेरिया कहना ये सनातन का अपमान है कि नहीं है? हमारे ऋषियों मुनियों का अपमान है कि नहीं है? हमारे पूर्वजों का अपमान है कि नहीं है?
The second story revolves around Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, who has launched a scathing attack on Prime Minister Narendra Modi, accusing him of trying to defend what he calls the biggest corruption scandal through the electoral bond scheme. Speaking at a roadshow in Kerala's Kozhikode, Gandhi criticized PM Modi's recent interview with ANI, where the Prime Minister defended the electoral bond scheme as a measure to curb black money in elections. Gandhi alleged that the BJP has amassed thousands of crores of rupees through this scheme by extorting money from India's businessmen. However, PM Modi countered these remarks and allegations, stating that the opposition is attempting to evade accountability by making baseless accusations. He emphasized that there will be repercussions for such actions when there is an honest evaluation. It's worth noting that in February of this year, the Supreme Court declared the electoral bond scheme unconstitutional, adding another layer to the ongoing political drama and controversy in India.
मोदी जी का एक इंटरव्यू आया, उन्होंने ये कहा है कि जो बॉन्ड का विरोध करेगा वो पछताएगा। क्या कहेंगे आप?
नहीं, ये तो देखिए नरेंद्र मोदी का मास्टर स्कीम है
जी
जी, ये इनकी सोच है
जी,
पूरा आइडिया इनका था
जी।
ये कहते हैं कि पॉलिटिक्स में ट्रांसपेरेंसी लाने के लिए किया गया
जी।
तो अगर ये पॉलिटिक्स में ट्रांसपेरेंसी लाने के लिए किया गया
जी,
तो इसमें नाम क्यों छुपे थे?
जी।
जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा
जी
कि डेटा रिलीज होना चाहिए
जी,
तो इसको रिलीज होने से कौन रोक रहा था, क्यों रोक रहा था?
जी।
किन डेट्स पे पैसा दिया गया, किसको दिया गया
जी,
जब ये डेटा मांगा गया
जी,
उसको भी किसने रोका?
जी।
क्लियर सी बात है
जी।
ये प्राइम मिनिस्टर का विजन है,
जी,
इसको स्ट्रीट लेवल पे एक्सटॉर्शन कहा जाता है, हफ्तेबाजी कहा जाती है। ये हिंदुस्तान का सबसे बड़ा हफ्तेबाजी का स्कीम है और ये प्रधानमंत्री ने कंसेप्चुलाइज किया है। आप किसी भी मुझसे नहीं पूछते हैं, आप किसी भी
एक मिनट रुकिए जी,
आप मुझसे नहीं पूछते, आप ऐसे करिए ना, किसी भी सीईओ से जाके पूछिए, वो आपको बता देगा। वो आपको बता देगा कौन उनको फोन करता है जी, इनके कौन से लीडर फोन करते हैं बता देगा, मुझसे क्या पूछते हैं।
Today, we also witnessed the nomination of Dimple Yadav, accompanied by SP President Akhilesh Yadav, for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections in Manipuri, Uttar Pradesh. Paying respects at the Samadhi of Mulayam Singh Yadav, Dimple sought the blessings to serve the people of Uttar Pradesh. Senior party leaders Shivpal Yadav and Professor Ram Gopal Yadav were also present during this significant event. Akhilesh Yadav expressed confidence in the Samajwadi Party's performance, stating that their victory margin would increase this time. He also remarked on BJP's actions, suggesting that their removal of candidates' photographs from posters indicates a lack of confidence in their own candidates.
हमें खुशी है इस बात की समाजवादियों को, और मुझे याद है जिस समय मैं लैपटॉप बांटने जा रहा था, नेताजी से लेकर के समाजवादी पार्टी के लोग इस पक्ष में थे कि गरीब परिवारों को भी लैपटॉप मिले। समाजवादियों ने जो लैपटॉप बांटा था, आज मैं आपसे कहना चाहता हूं, आप गूगल कर लेना, अमेरिका के बहुत सारे सिटीज में, उनके स्टेट में आज लैपटॉप डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन चल रहा है। आज अमेरिका के कई स्टेट्स में, कई डिस्ट्रिक्ट में, सिटीज में लैपटॉप डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हो रहा है, और लैपटॉप इसलिए बांटा जा रहा है कि वहां के गरीब बच्चे अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते। अभी बिल गेट्स आए थे और प्रधानमंत्री जी का उनसे मुलाकात हुई तो डिजिटल डिवाइड पे बात कर रहे थे। याद कीजिए, डिजिटल डिवाइड पे बात हुई थी, और अभी बहुत से उद्योगपति और आ रहे हैं, वो भी डिजिटल डिवाइड पे बात करेंगे। अगर डिजिटल डिवाइड पर किसी ने काम किया तो समाजवादियों ने किया। ये नेशन फर्स्ट वाले केवल सड़कों से जानवर हटा दें, बस इनकी प्रायोरिटी हो कि सड़क पे जानवर न दिखाई दे।
Coming up next, we have an intriguing story from Ireland that's closely intertwined with India's general elections. It's fascinating to see how the Indian electoral process is capturing attention globally, highlighting the significance of these elections beyond national borders and boundaries. The Indian ambassador to Ireland, Akhilesh Mishra, issued a robust response to the Irish Times editorial criticizing Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Mishra defended Modi's integrity and global popularity, highlighting this inclusive governance and crackdown on corruption. He refuted allegations of the political vendetta and criticized the Irish Times portrayal of India as an intolerant Hindu majority nation. Mishra emphasized Hinduism's inherent inclusivity and diversity of political beliefs, challenging the notion of India as a monolithic Hindu vote bank. He underscored the vibrancy of Indian democracy and the government's efforts to empower marginalized groups. This exchange sheds light on the global scrutiny faced by Indian politics, particularly in the lead-up of the Lok Sabha elections 2024. As the nation gears up for the Lok Sabha elections 2024, the electoral journey begins with Phase 1 set to commence on April 19th. This initial phase encompasses 102 constituencies across 21 states and union territories. Among the constituencies up for grabs are key regions like Dibrugarh and Sonitpur in Assam, Jamui in Bihar, Bastar in Chhattisgarh and Udhampur in Jammu and Kashmir. Additionally, Chhindwara in Madhya Pradesh, Inner Manipur and Outer Manipur, Puducherry, Bikaner in Rajasthan and Chennai in South and Coimbatore in Tamil Nadu are significant battlegrounds. In this electoral arena, notable candidates include Jitendra Singh contesting from Udhampur, Chirag Paswan from Jamui and Nakul Nath from Chhindwara. Other prominent contenders include K. Annamalai in Coimbatore, Al Murugan in Nilgiris and Tamilisai Soundarajan in Chennai. With such a diverse array of constituencies and candidates, Phase 1 promises to set the tone for what's to come in the crucial electoral process of India. And that concludes today's segment. With the political landscape of India ever changing, all parties are in full swing as we approach the beginning of the first phase on April 19th. One India is committing to delivering updates, analysis, and comprehensively coverage of the elections. Join us live on April 19th from 8 p.m. onwards to delve deeply into India's political dynamics. Don't miss out on understanding the pulse of India's political power. Thank you for joining in today. See you next time.
Subscribe to One India channel and never miss an update.